On this Saturday, December 14th, we will have our entrepreneur pitch session at the Cesar Chavez campus in Barrio Logan. And the event for students, it runs from 12 o'clock until 3 o'clock on Saturday, December 14th. And for the public, if you invite your family and friends, they're welcome to come and join us. That would start from 12:30 to 2:30 p.m. So I usually ask students to come a little bit early if they need to set up, and then stay a little bit later to clean up. The first presentation usually starts around 12:45. So what we do in the entrepreneur pitch, and you're welcome to read this, and if you're looking at the canvas, you can see it under your free resources module. It's the very top module. I'll show you in a second. But you'll see this document, and you can learn a little bit about what it is exactly and who should participate, who you can bring, what you should bring. So you can see what it's like. So this event, we've been running for a number of years, and I love this little photo here because one of the other faculty instructors, Aaron, and I went to this Google Startup Grind event up in San Francisco, and this is where people actually go to meet with investors and pitch their businesses to raise millions of dollars. And we were there, and we happened to go into a pitch tent where they were doing something very similar to what we've been doing. Sorry, that's a little bit loud. It's a little bit loud here. But in this image, you'll see there's all these little tables, and then people have their businesses, and people stand behind. And the investors and anyone who's interested in hearing about all these business opportunities can walk around and listen to the business owners or the employees of the business pitching their business ideas. So if I was an investor, I can walk around and say, hey, these are all businesses I can invest in. Which ones look interesting? What can I do to help and support this community of entrepreneurs? And so our event is very similar to what's going on in the current marketplace if you ever wanted to raise lots of money or whatnot. So it is based on what's going on in current practices for entrepreneurs. So for you, what's going to happen is we're going to split whoever shows up and wants to participate in the pitching into two groups. So there will be a class on Saturday, and they will be finishing up their entrepreneur pitch. So they will be going. So we'll split up whoever are the students that show up that want to participate. They'll be either in the first group or the second group. Each group will go for about 45 minutes to pitch. And every 5 minutes we'll ask the people that are not pitching to walk around the tables and see which pitch that they want to listen to. And so for 5 minutes, if you are pitching on the first group, you'll stand behind your table. You'll probably be pitching to a couple people, and you'll do your entrepreneur pitch. And then 5 minutes goes by, and I'll hit a little timer or a bell, and then the people that are listening will go to the next table. And so you'll have a new group of 2 or 3 people to talk to. So you're never really talking to more than a couple people at a time, sometimes only one person at a time. But you're sharing your business opportunity, and it's a great way for you to have more of a conversation. And if you screw up on your entrepreneur pitch, guess what? They're just other students that are there to help you, or it's the students' friends and family that are there to help you. And so if you don't do it exactly right, guess what? You have 7 more times to practice. And so you'll find that doing your pitch more and more often, you'll get better and better at it. And the idea is that when you actually meet somebody who really is ready to help you, you can express what your business opportunity is and what you need within a couple minutes. And this is very important because you'll be pitching the whole rest of your life if you're an entrepreneur. You're always going to be needing to sell your business opportunity and explain to people what you need at the current moment. Okay? So this is what I call the practice of pitching, because there's no specific one time that you're doing it, but it's the opportunity to practice and improve. What I find is that the first time you do it, or the first couple times you do it, as soon as you start talking, you're going, oh my gosh, I screwed up, I need to make improvements. And so it's a great, really no risk way of practicing, okay? So that's what the event is. After the first group goes, then we'll have a little break, 10 or 15-minute break, and people will switch sides, and the other team will go, and they'll be the one pitching, and you get to walk around and listen to 8 different people pitch. So it's actually good to listen as well. A couple questions are, you can bring friends and family. You can bring things to put at your table. Just remember, it's got to be something that can be set up and taken down very easily, because someone's going to share your table and you only have about 15 minutes to close it up. So bring some of your products, or if you have a little poster board, or if you have a sample, it's just a great way to talk to people and share. If you're a restaurant, definitely bring food, because people love to get free samples, and you'll probably have a bunch of people talk to you. And if you're ready to actually sell something, go ahead and pitch them and tell them that you're ready to sell. And I don't really want sales going on at the event. I don't want people to be handling transactions or cash or anything like that. But you can say, like, yeah, go to this website, or come to my shop, or give me your email and we'll do the transaction after the class. So that's fine. The other thing is, if you're pitching, those people are there to help you. They might not necessarily be there to sign up for your list or purchase your product or anything like that. So I encourage people just to have the conversation and practice a pitch. But if people are like, no, I'm not really interested right now, that's to be expected. They're there to help you get to the next step. They're not necessarily there to buy your product, if that makes sense. Okay, I think I've done enough explaining on that. So I'm going to stop that recording.